Sophia Silverfang Interlude. Front Sight Focus. Eternal Engine Aslam. Commoner Carriage. Come back here! You're f***ing dead me if I ever catch you. That's for the lords! You goddamn hyena! Give it back! The girl known as Hyena ignores the shouts and curses of the man and woman, nimbly leaping onto a beam on the ceiling. 317. 317. Found it! 317. And then, vent B. Hyena unscrews the vent skillfully and scurries inside. Soon, the footsteps chasing after her moved further away and dissipated. 317-B to 2219. Down 2219 and past the transmission room. Up the condensate pipe on the right, the air conditioning in Area B is still under repair, so it should still be dry. Carry on for 45 meters. There, the inspection window. Hyena jumps down from the window and into an abandoned inspection room. Glad that's over. This door ain't budging. Someone, give me a hand. Caglia, stop wasting your energy. Bring a blueprint tomorrow and see how to deal with it. Didn't leader say to finish cleaning this area today? Let's pull it down. If the inspection crew left some wasted fuel cell there without telling us, you and your power shear will send us to see our makers. Fine. We'll go take care of the rubbish in the transmission room first. Come on. Hyena only dared to breathe after the two voices left. Looks like it's not safe here either. I'll need to find a new place tomorrow morning. Hyena tears open the food package in a hurry. She does not really understand what all the packaging is for. If possible, she would rather have more food than pretty packaging, though she thinks that from time to time, she is already grateful that there is anything to eat at all. The fine packaging finally breaks under the rough tearing of Hyena, revealing a small piece of bread. What a waste. Hyena tears up the bread and gobbles it up. This is the only time of the day when she can feel satisfaction, as this means the harshest part of the day is over and she has secured the energy for survival tomorrow. I'm full. Time to move. Hyena quickly packs up her own belongings and rolls up her sleeping bag. She then quietly exits the inspection room through the manhole leading outside. Nighttime in the commoner carriages has always been dark, which allows Hyena the luxury of moving around freely. As she moved past a messy corner of the city block, she notices a little plastic tent. A tent I've never seen before. A homeless from another carriage? Right then, someone's snore from the tent catches Hyena by surprise. Shh. But I'm hungry. I can't hold it in. Shh. I'll go get provisions once it's morning. The tent becomes quiet again. It seems that no one told them people from other carriages have no right to claim provisions. Hyena hesitates for a while before leaving without a trace. In front of the small tent was a few packs of provisions. Hyena rarely leaves her hiding place in the day, unless there was a commotion loud enough requiring her to check it out. This is too big of a commotion even for the inspection team. I should go see what it's about. The front of the usually empty carriage is now packed with people. Everyone is crowding around a few staff in yellow. Stop pushing. You have to pass the test first. Pushing won't do you any good. Yeah, you're not getting any food in your mouth if you don't know this carriage well enough. The uproarious crowd ignores the workers and keeps pushing forward. Seeing this scene, the aristocrats' bodyguards ready to pull out their guns anytime. That is when a tall and muscular man, who was also in a worker's uniform, pushes through the bodyguards and came forward. What is the meaning of this? You lot can't even do something as simple as recruiting a new guy? Leader! They wouldn't listen. They keep saying they don't care if they die tomorrow as long as they get to eat. Preposterous. What? You don't care even if you'll die tomorrow? Are your lives worth so little? It may have been something in the man's vigorous voice, but the crowd immediately becomes silent. You want to eat under me? Get enough provisions to fill your stomachs every day? Sure. If you can answer my questions, I'll make sure you get that meal of yours. In the name of Andrei Smirnov, the chief of the inspection team, I guarantee it. People chattered among themselves in the crowd, and after around 10 minutes, they became quiet once more. Good. At least you lot can still comprehend human speech. Now tell me, what am I holding here in my hand? Andrei lifts up something that resembles a wrench in his hand. It looks a little different to a normal wrench. After a few moments, people start shouting answers like wrench, screwdriver, and iron stick. Those who answered wrench or ratchet wrench can stay. The others can go home. Don't think you can fool me. I have exceptional hearing. The crowd murmurs among themselves once more. Soon after, 2/3 of the people left, though it is not known if they believed what Andrei said or were just merely afraid of the guns the bodyguards were holding. How many air conditioning systems and vents are in each commoner carriage? Andrei is met with silence, with only an occasional few numbers being mumbled out. Come on, if you don't know, you don't know. The crowd becomes quiet once more. Sorry, but I'm afraid you lot aren't worthy of the meal I provide. I'd rather not recruit anyone if this is as good as you are. You may all leave now. The crowd hesitates for a while, but dissipates in the end. Chief, we're already short-staffed. We can't keep on like this. That doesn't mean we can just hire those without basic knowledge. I'm not risking it, not even for light duty. But those aristocrats refuse to renew our equipment. They're so insatiable that we can all work ourselves to a pulp and still fail to satisfy them. There are still other carriages, right? Hopefully we'll find someone who qualifies. That is when Andrei notices the skinny little girl standing in front of him. What's the matter? Inspection work is not for kids. Each commoner carriage has 4 sets of air conditioning systems, and each system has 16 vents, equaling to a total of 64. What you're holding is a 32-tooth NT64 ratchet wrench manufactured by Cosmos Industries. Andrei is surprised by the girl's answer. Looks like you know your stuff. Shame that you're just a kid. How did you know that? I've been through each of the 64 vents. That's quite a claim you're making. Even I can't say for sure I've been through every vent. You don't trust me. And why should I? Everyone can lie. But if you can, I don't mind feeding you, even if you're a kid. Check the 4th air conditioning system. Why? The air duct's broken. You guys have been trying to fix the gas backflow problem around here recently. Stop lying. We just changed the air duct of the 4th air conditioning system not long ago. The air duct is undoubtedly new, and the problem did improve temporarily. But if you don't get rid of the rats in the filter box, then the problem will still persist when their excrement accumulate. Caglia, go check it out. Sure, Chief. This is disgusting. So? Well, what she said is true. We had to dismantle the whole case to get rid of them. It'd take at least a week for us to find the problem. How in the world does she know? Andrei glances at the rags Hyena wears as clothes. He sees that the shoulder and back parts are covered in dust and tears. You've been in the vents. Why? So that my food won't be taken away. I'm used to it. Come with me. Let me introduce you all to our new recruit. Her name is... I'll just let her introduce herself because I don't know her name. Some call me Hyena. Hyena? What kind of bull name is that? No one would call a girl Hyena unless you can prove yourself. Boss, our standards are getting lower and lower. You bring back a kid this time. Are you going to bring back a cripple next time? As if sensing Hyena is about to explode in anger, Andrei puts a hand on her shoulder to hold her back. He means no ill. Feeling Hyena relaxing under his hand, he lets go of his hand. What, Clegg? Do you have opinions on how I pick people? Did I make the wrong choice when picking you or the others here? Of course not. Then that's that. You're thinking you can finally get rid of your last place title now that the kid's here, aren't you? Well, she's a kid. How can I be worse than a kid? We'll see. Andre smirks before pushing Hyena into the crowd of workers. From today on, she'll be a part of the investigation team. Clegg, you're in charge of her. Oh, come on. Why'd it have to be me? Hey, you. Listen up. I may have the worst scores during training, but the investigation team is always the busiest. Alright, there's a pipeline failure in Section B of the exhaust gas recovery system. Go have a look. Good. If you can fix it, then fix it. If you can't, come back and tell me. Where are the maintenance tools? Looks like you know the basics. You've seen us working before? It's on the shelf over there next to the mop bucket. Hyena quickly takes the toolkit off the shelf and straps it to her back. She then pushes open the door and leaves. Aren't you being a little too harsh, Clegg? According to the rules, members have to undergo 3 months of training before they can attend to exhaust gas maintenance. That's a rule for newbies who know nothing. I don't know why the boss decided to recruit a kid, but I hope he has his reasons. If she's just a normal kid, then I don't mind being the villain here. Of course, I hope she'd just be a normal kid, scurrying home crying. That toolkit can be sold in exchange for food for a few days. It's not a bad deal for her. But what if the boss asks? Whatever. I doubt he'd want to see a newbie gone after a few jobs again. When Clegg wakes up from his nap and sees a hyena covered in dirt and oil before him, an hour has already passed. What the? You almost gave me a heart attack there. How's the exhaust gas recovery system? I found this stuck in the pipe. Hyena tosses an oily balled-up cloth onto the ground in front of Clegg. The logo of the inspection team could still be seen vaguely. I thought I stuck it in deep enough. Never thought you'd find it. Why did you do it? Do you hate me? Not really, but if the boss tossed me someone with no credentials, then I'd have to find the evidence myself to prove she's reliable. I was wrong. If you want to tell the boss, you're free to do so. Clegg and Hyena stare at each other, hoping to find the answer in each other's eyes. They were suddenly interrupted by Andre pushing open the door. Clegg, you little I heard you ordered the new girl to repair the exhaust gas recovery system. I'm only going to ask you this. What's your conclusion? You only keep those who are useful, which is why I entrusted her to you. Clegg raises his hands and diverts his gaze away from Hyena. She passed. Looks like I get to keep the honor of being in last place. Good. I was most worried about your attitude when I took her in. That's settled then. Kid, here's your uniform. Look at how dirty you are. Go take a shower. We left the shower empty just for you. It has been 197 days since Hyena joined the inspection team. She never cared to keep count of the days, but now every day is precious to her. It was everything she had ever dreamt of. Bed fluffier than steel slabs and asbestos. 2 whole meals a day, at least 6 hours of sleep every night, a hot shower every 2 days. Chief Andre may look like a tough guy, but deep down he was very thoughtful and considerate. He knew how to make tasty scrambled eggs and resizing uniforms for small girls. As long as people do not make fun of his treasured badge, which he claims to be an authentic royal token, he does not mind most of the time. Leader Clegg, always ranking last, but he can remember where every wrench and every screw is, stubborn and stingy, and also short-sighted. Leader Kachisha, the leader of the structure team, one of the only 3 females in the whole inspection team. She can run faster than anyone in a 10-kilometer run with weights. She was also one of the few that were present on that day. As for Hyena, well, she's no longer Hyena now. Lena from the structure team gave her a new name, Sophia. From what she's heard, this is the name of Chief Andre's homeland, and in the language of the Golden Age, it meant gift from God. Recently, someone found a movie from the Golden Age. And after that, Chief Andre insists on others calling him boss, like Clegg does. It has been 197 days since Sophia joined the inspection team. Today, it's been since Sophia joined the inspection team. I don't know how to write. I'm going to leave it blank for now. Today, Sophia. Start. Follow Chief Andre to... Can't spell this. Delete. Work together. It's Sophia's first time. Bring team to work outside. Sophia, it's time. I'll get back to this later. Coming. Alright, you lot. The time has come. Inspection of the outside of the train. I want every one of you who's going out to check if their buckles are secured. The people in the noble carriage told us that they saw their skin damage at the back of the train from their verandas. So remember to bring your welding tools and skin patches. Thus is the start of a new day for the inspection team. Or should I say, just another day for them. Everyone knows it as an order from the aristocrats, and that they have no right to refuse or negotiate. All they can do is to make sure they're buckled up and check their outdated tools once more. Slackers! Why aren't you working yet? Scram! It should have been a normal inspection. 2 teams deployed, find the damaged area, cut off the parts sticking out, paste on the patch, and then weld it. A simple out and in operation. Boss, Section A inspection done, no damages found. This is Andre, I copy. You guys stay where you are. Vanguards follow me, while rearguards use the planar sonar for inspection once more. Rearguards copy. The scan will be finished in 5 minutes. We will then proceed to follow at a 50-meter distance. Sophia. Yes? Advance with your team in 20 minutes. But why? Even if we count in the time to pick up the sonar, it'll only take around 7 minutes. I have a bad feeling about today, so it's best to take things slowly. The weather's great and the visibility is good. I don't understand. Yes, great weather and good visibility with moderate wind speed. It would be nice to take a stroll under this weather. Which brings me to this question. Why would the skin be damaged in this weather? It is usually impossible, but there are 4 possibilities for skin damage in this weather. Boss, this is Section C inspection team. We see the damage. This is Andre, copy that. We'll be there in 2 minutes. Those in the back, be careful. Wait a while before advancing. Everyone here is invaluable to me. I'd be sad if we were to lose anyone. Good. Boss, this is the rear guards. The planar sonar readings are steady. Boss? Boss Andre? What's wrong? Signal interference? The weather's fine, so... Unless... Although Sophia has been through a lot being born into the lower class and has been used to adversity, the scene in front of her eyes is far worse than anything she has encountered. The vanguards were devoured by layers and layers of the corrupted. She could see Andre in the distance kicking away a corrupted and trying his best to drag an unconscious Clegg back to the defense line. Without thinking, Sophia breaks through rows and rows of corrupted together with her team, ready to rescue the vanguards. Boss, quickly! Sophia, run! It's a trap! Before Sophia could react, another wave of corrupted joins in, entrapping the newcomers. The rear guards had no choice but to move forward and join the vanguards. If we can't get help, then I'm afraid this will be the end for us. That leaves us no choice but to fight to the end then. You're right. It's now or never. This time, I'll protect everyone. Run, Sophia. birthday banquet. Lord Aston's fine. Explosion. Report to your leader. Last one. We're safe now. Why did I hear the boss tell me to run off? Now's not the time to think about this. Run. Where's everyone?
任務完了。指揮官、難点。
And that was how. Sophia stumbles trying to make her way past the carriages until no corrupted can be heard behind her. She runs until she finally finds a lit up carriage and uses the last bit of her energy to barge in. Help! Corrupted. In the commoner carriage. Corrupted. What's the situation? We finished cleaning up. It's a miracle no one from the inspection team lived, but it has caused too much of a commotion to stay under wraps. If she finds out, there's nothing she can do about it even if she does find out. Well, you were the one who ordered us to disobey her. Although you'll most likely keep your head, it's true that you disobeyed the leader. There'll be punishments. That doesn't concern you. I've served under Ol Amir. His daughter can't even hold a gun properly, let alone going against me. Although, my lord, that little brat who crashed my birthday party the other day. What happened to her? There were too many witnesses, so we had to get her to a doctor. The doctor told me that there's no hope saving the lower half of her body, and that she only has less than 36 hours left. If you are planning to silence her, my lord, then we do not need to do anything at all. That's not what I'm thinking. We need to do something. We need her to live. My lord, this is a chance to plant the seeds of hate. We can't let it go to waste. My lord, you're not... Go make the arrangements. Now, time's a ticking. It's time for us to teach that so-called leader a lesson. You understand what you need to do? It's not easy to find all the equipment and components on a train, let alone do it in less than 4 hours. If anything goes wrong. We understand the orders. My family, please don't hurt them. That depends on the outcome of your work. Lord Eshalar is a man of his word. Alright, I'll do it. Commencing preparation for construct reconstruction surgery. Prepare to commence tantalum substitution procedures, Nemco connection, cardiopulmonary replacement. Give her a standard dose of adrenaline, and then prepare to commence organ replacement. I see. So this is the technology retrieved from City 173. Not only that, we also learned from that experiment to use the technology from Babylonia construct parts to strengthen the system. Hey, it's time to replace the skeleton. Quit dilly-dallying. I can't do it alone. Coming. All vitals are normal. The secondary heart and tantalum cerebellum are fully functional. It worked. Now that I look at it, I'm sure she was only able to break through all the barricades of the corrupted with the help of many who were willing to sacrifice themselves. I hope you'll be able to demonstrate as much hate as the love they've shown you. Does this mean we can... Scram, your work here is done. Thank you. Well then, it's time to pick the perfect time for it to bloom. For this flower of hate, that is. A few months later. Are you here, Sophia? Coming. This month's supplies and consumables for maintenance work. This is too much. You're the last of the inspection team. Of course you'll be treasured. The new inspection trainees have already graduated and are ready to carry out maintenance work on their own. Well done. Who would have thought there would come a day when Hyena lives in the noble carriage and is even qualified to train others? Don't you ever forget. This is all thanks to Lord Eshlar. I understand. I have never once forgotten Lord Eshlar's benevolence. Oh, is that so? Yes. Good then. I come bearing some insider information for you. Read it for yourself. An exquisite envelope is casually tossed in front of Sophia. That's all for today. Remember, as usual, I was never here. Sophia opens the envelope once she was back in the safety of her own room. The cruel leadership of Akdalek Jamila is planning to remove us, the foundation of her throne. And she is the one behind the incident. She refused to deploy help and ordered for the carriage you were on to be destroyed. Akdalek Jamila Emir is no longer fit to rule Akdalek. She became the enemy of Akdalek the moment she forced us to carry out her absurd orders. You are hereby tasked to infiltrate the front coach and eliminate the maleficent Akdalek Jamila Emir. Our dire request rests upon your shoulders. It is only because you share the same hatred we do that we have decided to entrust you with this important mission. Your construct frame was prepared with this moment in mind. Complete your task and eliminate Akdalek Jamila Emir, and you shall be rewarded with your life and eternal peace upon Akdalek. Ashlar. I see. Sophia clenches the paper in a tight grip, her mechanical arm instantly tearing the paper into pieces. I understand now, and I will do it. For Lord Eshlar and for myself. The 10th intersection from 2266, and then left. We're here. Sophia could see the extravagant swan fur carpet of the royal carriage from her spot through the vents. She's reminded of her own living environment in the past, the stark comparison fueling her anger. This will all end when Jamila is gone. A luxurious carriage. Jamila doesn't deserve this. Jamila, I found it. But those guards, we can't just leave them here. Just like the leader said. You.
任務完了。指揮官、何点？
The royal guards shackled Sophia and brought her to the royal carriage. Someone is already waiting in the center of the hall. How reckless. If only everyone who comes to take my life can be as reckless as you. Well, not that that would be a good thing. What's up? Your target is standing right here. Aren't you going to say something? I don't talk to corpses. You have at least 4 electronic shackles on you. Are you sure I'm going to die today? That's okay. I love giving chances to lovely kids. Aston. Leader, I suggest you think again. We don't know yet. Aston. I won't say this a third time. Roger. After a series of electronic sounds, Sophia almost immediately feels the shackle on her disappear. The next instant, she pulls out a pistol from the hidden holster in her frame and points it at Jamila. Why? I knew you were inexperienced. I'm asking you why. You just gave up the best chance to shoot at me for an answer. I'm not asking a third time. All right. Don't you want to know why there are so many guards today? Did you know? Not entirely. I only knew someone was coming today, but I didn't know it was you. Do you know me? I do. You are the only survivor of that accident. The aristocrat's report never mentioned you, but I've been looking for you. You have no right to mention that incident. Is that how they told you? That I was the culprit who refused to send reinforcements and caused the death of 47 maintenance members and 336 civilians? What if I tell you another version of the story? I won't believe in you. Neither do I think so. Andre told me about your personality in his letter. What? The leader of your maintenance squad, Andre. He was my undercover spy in the commoner carriage, one of the best. He'd been asking me to find you and take care of you till his last breath. That's impossible. They were all dead, weren't they? I hate to remind you of the past, but I hope at least this could make you trust me. Jamila reaches out to Sophia. In her hand is a royal badge with burn marks. I'm sorry. I could only reduce his pain. Morphine was the only thing we could use. The last thing he spoke about was you. Why? Aren't you? You don't have to believe this, but it wasn't me. Keep talking. I'll put the gun down. That's all I have to say. It was that simple. Your hatred just happened to be useful to them. I have evidence. A statement from the waiter in the noble carriage as well as voice recordings of the escaped technicians. I see. What have I done? It's okay. I don't blame you. I'm a queen with no real power. All I see are illusions. All I can reach is my dressing table. I can only find you and persuade you one by one so you can bring me the truth. I know if I keep doing this, they will want me dead sooner or later. Maybe there is a different way to put this. I guess I'm just not a good-looking puppet. Or perhaps I want to restore things to how they should be, just like my father did. One day, my leader. One day they will. You don't need to say those nice words, Aston. Time waits for no one. Only one side can survive this war. But right now, we only have one problem to resolve. Sophia, if you still want to kill me after hearing all that, you can do it now. Amir! I don't know. I see. Aston, please help Sophia settle. She won't be able to go back to Ashlar after tonight. Why are you doing this? As the oldest daughter of the royal family, I had no choice. Whether I liked it or not, my only destiny was to accept the scepter to the throne. I could have become a tyrant, a wise queen, or a puppet I am now. The scepter couldn't be bothered at all. But at least I want to make one more person have their choice. So when I do something wrong, maybe they can come and tell me. I've said enough for the night. Go with Aston, he'll show you your room. Perhaps the anti-royalists thought they could smear the name of Actilec behind my back and force me into submission. But they failed to acknowledge my strength and that I have no intention to become their puppet of a princess. That night, when Sophia was brought in front of me, I held my head high and told her the truth. She made her choice herself, though it took her some time to do so. To be honest, I was a bit worried she would refuse, since asking me to take care of Sophia was Andre's last words. He saw her as a daughter of his own. How dare you ask me? One still hasn't been engaged to do something like this. I only have experience in raising subordinates, so I guess that will have to do. I originally wanted her to become a pawn for me to control, a sword to protect me, but as I watched her grow, I started having other thoughts. And perhaps I already had thoughts of helping her leave the nest long ago. Perhaps what happened with Ashlar helped push me in the right direction. Even though they are skilled in inciting people, I can't comprehend why they think they can hide things from me when their servants are all spies for me. Well, that's that. Sophia volunteered to become my guard afterward, and the rest is history. I only want to say that sending Sophia up to Babylonia is not for a trade, nor is she a hostage. I genuinely hope for this little girl, who has been on this train for her whole life, to be able to experience the world outside. I may not be able to apologize to her directly, but I am still responsible for all the blood on her hands. And it's all thanks to these necessary sacrifices that Akdalek has been enjoying peace since I took over. I'm really conflicted about her future. On one hand, I want her to become even stronger, but on the other, I want her to enjoy life like a girl her age should. Never mind. It's not something I can decide at the moment. Forgive me for being selfish and entrusting her to you. Please train her with care and kindness. Akdalek Jamila Amir. Never thought Akdalek Amir would ask me for a favor like that. Guess I don't have a choice. I know just the place.